Man. Hey, shout out to Life Around Here, man. Thank you so much for letting me know that I was on mute. Now that I'm not on mute anymore, let me just quickly go through what I went through, which might be even better. All right, so here we go. I always use a macro kind of perspective to figure out how I'm going to trade, right? So I know that the market should get buyers into this green zone. The market didn't even touch that shit, and we just ran up 200 and something points, right? We ran up 218 points from this kind of green zone or area, right? Like you can't think of the market. It has to touch inside. It doesn't. It will, at this area, people are interested in buying. And maybe this moving average is just not, or this moving average zone, this is the 8 and the 14. Maybe this moving average zone on the daily is just not enough. What we did call out yesterday was that once we broke the 4-hour moving average right here, once we broke this, we can go to the daily. And then it did that. So we have high probability setups based off of this idea that if the market is trending on the daily, and this sucks. This is what sucks about the market, but don't ever get this shit twisted. I'm gonna go into this area right here. If we break this 4-hour, we're going to the daily. This right here during this time, we moved right from the 4-hour money zone into, look left, the daily. The daily kept on going down, but it caught a bid. Now, it even broke the daily, but it never broke this moving average. Now, I can get into that, but we don't need to. At the end of the day, all you need to know is that these green zones is where you want to buy. Now, if you buy at the top of the green zone, the bottom of I don't know when the fuck it's gonna bounce. I don't care about that. All I know is that 3, 4, 5 days from now, you'd be fucking rich. That's what I care about, you know? So this becomes a high probability setup. Right here, and when it's red, right there, and that's what I care about. Now, anyways, let's keep it moving. So I only say all that to say that when we fell yesterday, it seemed like a violent ass fall. But this big ass 4-hour candle on the right fell right into above the daily. Now, we're not even in it. Should we fall some more into it? I don't know. Don't really care. Doesn't matter. All you need to do is extract 200 points from this based off of that idea that we are going to bounce from that level, from somewhere down here, maybe even down here. And maybe you miss it. That's what happens with the market. That's the randomness, right? So you risk very little and you gain a lot. If you decided, oh shit, they're doing it, right? Like if you decided that, now look, they bounce literally off of this 50 HMA line. So if anybody tells you they know the exact levels, it's just straight bullshit. All you need to know is when we're falling, if we break this money zone, we're going to the next money zone. And you know what's so fucked up is that, oh look, we caught a bounce. I'm not in though. I think I'm in. Maybe I'm in. No, look at this. They fucking missed me. So originally, this is 27. I moved my shit down to like 22 or 21. Maybe it's not a bad idea. Anyways, let's just keep it moving. Originally, yesterday's fall. So let's look for that on the 1 hour. Yesterday's fall broke the money zone up here at, let's just call it 17,000, and it just tanked, right? That's the money zone up there. If we go to the 30-minute, once they break that money zone, you can say, all right, we're going to the 30-minute money zone. Just say that to yourself. There goes the 30-minute money zone at 17,029. So that's a little bit higher, actually. 15-minute money zone. Yeah, so all of the shorter money zones were higher than the what you call it. So I guess this would be a backwards kind of thinking, right? If we break the major money zones, then we're going to the macro money zones. Anywho, let's just talk about what's going to happen today, right? Like, or what we think is going to happen today. Well, we're on an upward trajectory. We may touch this supply line, okay? For anyone to think that this is some bullshit, yesterday, pre-market, the European session broke through this demand. It made a new demand. Once this thing gets straight, put your money where this guy is at. Whoever stopped the move down here, he is pumping the market up. He buy, pump up, probably selling, pump up. He's definitely selling. And then when there's a supply, there's a seller up here that's so big that he stopped the up move. And then even though we had a bounce at the money zone, which is a play, we got up there and then he slammed the shit out this market, breaking supply, breaking demand. And then you had new demand and then it pumped up. So essentially what I'm telling you is that I don't give a fuck or know which one of these are going to play out, but I'm going to play every one of them. Risking the swing low and good luck. Risking the swing high and good luck. And that's how you got to play this market. You got to be willing to take a decent L to get this big ass move, a decent, L to get this big ass move. And take profit along the way, because you never know when the market's going to, turn around. And notice I don't have any moving averages on this chart other than the 200 moving average. Below this is death. Above it is gold. So if we can get above this, it's gold. So if you have an idea right now that, I'm playing to get above this line, it doesn't mean that you're wrong or right. It just means that that's your play for the day. I'm playing that for the day. I want us to take out right now 949. That's what I'm playing. If we fail it and we have a death drop, we have a death drop, which it looks like we're doing, right? But I don't give a shit. I explained to you that the money zone is where you go and bounce back up to take that out. Everything else is just moot, right? Which time frame you choose, I don't know which one's gonna work. But so what do? You either take a money zone trend trade, or you wait for a demand line on the smaller time frames to tell you that this thing could bounce up. I don't have a smaller time frame other than the 5, so I don't care about, the market coming down. But I'm gonna take this motherfucking long. If they hit this entry, I'm taking a long. And I'm gonna stop out. Maybe right here. 03. Look, 901. And since I only have one, shit is lit. But right now, it seems like this supply is kicking ass right now. We'll do a trend line. If we break above that trend line, then we might have another bull run. But until we do that, this shit is selling pressure is heavy. All right, so 5-minute trend line to the downside. Right now we have a downward rotation. We're getting bounces off of this money zone. If we break this trend line, we could have a run up or we might have a fail, whatever. But usually when they break a trend line, this shit goes nuts. It's confluent with the 15-minute trend line, so we'll see what happens. And we do have some selling pressure. Like, we do have evidence that sellers are above or are up here at 952, and on a 30-minute, 944. So that's the 30-minute is a big time frame. 15 or higher is a big time frame. Don't fuck around with those. That's what caused the drop yesterday. This 15-minute time frame, if you were short bias right here, you made money, they took it back, and then they slammed the market, and I mean 200 and something points. That's a big. So today, I just I want to show you how we should trade. I don't trade like this, which sucks ass, but I gotta start putting in order, walking away from the screen. I don't care if I'm back in drawdown, because you're never gonna catch this top. You're gonna see it. Oh, it's straight. All right, let me get in right here. Let's just say you got in at 43. You made some money from 43 to 24. They came, they took it back, you're in drawdown, but they never broke the swing high. That's the key. Don't ever fold unless they break the swing high. I don't give a fuck how much of a drawdown that is. Don't fold unless they break that swing high. Because if you do, you just give the market money. Oh, this looks like it's gonna go. Yeah, okay, cool. They hit and then just gave you 200 and something points. So you trying to, tell the market, don't make me lose more than 23 points is just you trying to stop the market from beating your account. Only take one NQ or one MNQ. And when they do this, you survive. And when this starts to happen, add into this. And you just get crazy money. So same here. If you decided, oh, it's straight, let me go long right here. Because you're never going to catch this bottom. You want this to get straight before you decide of a move. And then this swing low is your stop. And sometimes they have a stop hunt. You're never going to know that. Don't worry about it. A lot of the times I get in all the way up here at the purple candles and I have to risk 48 points. I would have made 146 points. So definitely hitting targets up here. Anywho, fuck all that. Right now, we're not down here. This is a 15-minute chart. You can say, I'm not touching this market unless we get all the way down. Oh, I think I'm triggered. Yeah, so I'm in this trade. And the market dumped down into our level, 21. We're below this 50 on the 5 minutes, so that's not good. But we're going to stop out if the market hits 901. And that's just going to be the end of that story. Oh, fuck, I'm in the wrong account. So on the 15-minute, we expect a bounce somewhere in this area. On the 5-minute, we expect a bounce right now. Whoever took shorts based off of that supply, good stuff. Y'all killing shit. So yeah, we had a 5-minute money zone. We want this money zone to kick ass and possibly break this trend line to the downside. Until it does that, we're pretty much hoping that the trend continues. One of them, 5-minute, 15-minute, 1 hour. You could have chosen whichever one you chosen. The 1 hour is way down there. I'm not gonna let them take me for a ride down there. I'm out of there at 9:01. So I'll lose like $40, no big deal. But you're gonna see what I mean. Either this zone fights, or this zone fights, or this 30-minute zone fights. And I can't tell you which one is going to fight. But if you decided, oh, I'm gonna wait for the 30-minute money zone fight, and this thing snaps up from here and goes back high, you're never gonna get filled. And nobody can tell you which one is gonna fight at. No one can tell you that. All it is, I mean, I can show you this shit, but like, we're not gonna go back in history. We're just gonna see what happens. Looks like we're going down to the 15. I'll put an alert here to see if we touch this 15. Below. And this is why you go in with such a little fucking risk that if we start shooting up here, it becomes a really good R&R trade. If we don't, then whatever. But if you had fucking size, ooh wee, that motherfuckers are hurting. All right, so what do you guys think happened here? Right? What do you guys think happened here? We didn't quite touch the 15 money zone, but we are clearly clearing the 5-minute money zone, and we may recover or we may die. I don't give a damn what happens. All I know is my order is in a zone that makes me profitable now, but possibly a little bit of a drawdown. I could put my stop at break even and then just reassess. But the zone, what you have to do as a trader is pick the best zones to enter what you believe is going to happen. And right now we believe that the trend could go north. Look, immediately just now we're back in red, right? So I would have been stopped out if I had to put my shit at break even. I don't do that. I don't care about that. I'm not doing that. I want to get in where this trend could survive on a 5 minute. On a 2 minute, I'll show you this shit done went red, green, red, green, red, green, and all this stuff. So so yeah, man, it really becomes like, do you listen to people that tell you some bullshit, or do you listen to people that can show you what happens? This shit happens all the time.